In the early hours of a Ghanaian morning, two breakfast champions rise to feed the nation. Waakye and Hausa cocoa. Bold, comforting and irresistibly Ghanaian, these dishes are more than just food, they are a way of life. But which of these meals is the most sought after Ghanaian breakfast? So, we head to the streets to hear what everyday Ghanaians think.
My ideal Ghanaian breakfast is waakye. I mean, what else? It has to be waakye.
Cocoa. Because as more than me, the person need to be able to never meet me out. But community and cocoa. The Betty Martin, I'm pasta through Santa Cra at the Abasan.
In the morning, I have to heat up before going to work. So I think when I take in cocoa, it gives me the morale to at least to heat up to go and work.
Waakye because I can add more of protein to it. I like proteins a lot. So I'm able to add my vegetables, my salad, my meat, my sausage and everything. And it sustains me for a long period at work. Instead of cocoa that I'll take in the morning, I'll probably have to get lunch. But waakye can sustain me from morning to like say afternoon. And when I go home, I'll have my dinner.
Checked in with vendors who serve these breakfasts daily and brought in a nutritionist to break it down.
Cocoa na meton enye se obi wo ha wo mpe cocoa but wonum mi cocoa na wo be se de bia. Eya mi manyama nu ekom cocoa ewo bebia obia lunko na lungu bi o utwe ma wu cocoa but obi mu obe chai lungu na wa ba wo wa wo she baby na wa ba beto because say na me ye no maybe a different chi say obi je.
Waakye de aduane eye anapa aduane breakfast. The sorry anaje 11. Na ahmache 3. Ebedu ahmache 3 no. Na ni nyina ben. Till 4:30 na ye wa.
Now that we know what your ideal breakfast is, what's your ultimate waakye combo or your favorite cocoa pairing?
So I like more protein and veggies.
Waakye with salad, with spaghetti, gari. I mean, with everything, with the egg, with the meat, with the willy, and some fish. Maybe some sausage.
I like my waakye with spaghetti, egg, fish, fried plantain, and then sausage.
If I get light cocoa plus kose, where they open up the bread, they put out inside, then I'm good to go.
I think the leaves gives a different vibe. See, when it's in the leaves and then you spread it like that, then you see all the proteins on it. You are seeing egg, you are seeing fish, willy, your madines. I want it very suchy, so I'm seeing everything on it.
But what are the benefits that these two options come with? We spoke to food nutritionist Nana Sewa.
Let's talk about waakye and Hausa cocoa as an ideal Ghanaian breakfast. Now we are going to look at it as to whether these foods I just mentioned is a balanced meal. Now if I take waakye is made up of beans and rice. Typically, that is what waakye is made up of. But then there's a combination of either stew and shito in addition. Others will add salad, spaghetti, some will have gari, some will add fried plantain to it, or even fried sausage. All these things are some combinations people have when it comes to waakye. Now, talking about Hausa cocoa is made with millet, with pepper, ginger, cloves, and other spices based on how the one people are body. Now, the millet is also a carbohydrate source. So with Hausa cocoa alone standing, I wouldn't just call it a balanced meal. But what comes with the house?
Getting into a spicy plate of waakye or sipping warm, getting into a spicy plate of waakye or sipping warm Hausa cocoa in the morning. One thing
where we finally hang our cloaks and make way for other programs to come your way. How was your night? Well, of course, you can share that with us on our socials as well. But this morning, critical issues for us to take a look at. I told you, it's going to be a very long week for those following the seemingly feud between the Gold Board or the minority leader, the Gold Board, and to a large extent the Bank of Ghana. Fresh allegations coming left, right, center. The NPP, with their leader, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, they have also thrown their weight behind the minority leader, Alexander Afenyo-Markin. Well, they believe that he's fighting a just cause. And of course, they are asking some pertinent questions. Yesterday, I monitored what the organizer of the NPP, Harry Nana Boachi, said in a statement. They pointed out some key parts of the IMF report, and of course, they went further to ask and demand for further probe. But we also know already that the CEO of Gold Board is very much ready. He has stated it clearly that he is very much ready to face any committee that will be set to investigate or probe further all that has been leveled as accusations or allegations against him. But in doing all of that, there is this concern that many have raised. It has to do with the dent hanging around our members of parliament. I mean, this isn't the first time we're hearing allegations or dire accusations against them. The recent one, as Sami Jemfi mentioned, that allegedly, he called the minority leader an extortionist and all of that. Now, some governance experts mentioned that it raises an eyebrow, and if that dent is hanging around the neck of our parliamentarians, it raises serious questions, because these are people who are representing us in parliament, and one way or the other they seem to be using their position or portfolio to the advantage of themselves, forgetting the larger number of the people. We probably will look at that as well. Concerns have been raised, most especially Honorable Inusa Fuseni, who has been in parliament before, has raised serious issues on all of the allegations leveled against parliamentarians, not just Afenyo-Markin, but to a large extent our MPs. What does that really mean for our democracy? We take a look at that this morning. There is also another one I told you yesterday that this morning we'll focus much more on it. It has to do with the CDD's report on political party financing. How much does NDC need to win an election? How much does the NPP need to win an election? Talk about the CPP, the PNC, PPP, and the rest. So political party financing, how much really goes into the affairs of political parties build up to elections? Now, we know the internal elections are also there. Godfrey has covered the report. Of course, he's going to give us a breakdown of the various sectors or the areas. So if you're going for a parliamentary contest, how much will you spend? And why do you even have to spend? On what exactly are you spending that amount of money on? If you are going to contest as a presidential candidate, how much do you need to see you through the process till the day elections are held and of course declaration is made? How much do you need? And why should you even push in a lot of finance or a lot of funds or a lot of money to become a president of the country? We delve into that. If there are examples from other countries for us to take a look at, we delve into that as well. So it's a conversation for us this morning. I encourage you to join the conversation via all our social media platforms. Feel free to drop your comments under any of the broadcasts, and then we'll read them out loud and clear. Our text line is very much active as well. 055-269-7939 is the number. Feel free to send us a text on that number. So WhatsApp is allowed, SMS is also allowed. We'll delve into sports later, and also Asantiwa will come your way with the latest update in the world of entertainment. So it's a packed show this morning. Brace up for it. But let's start off with a look at our weather this morning. Whilst I was coming, it was drizzling anyway. It looks as if the rain is not ending anytime soon. It's not stopping anytime soon. Currently, the temperature is over around 25 degrees Celsius. Quite cold out there, not too warm as well. But it's expected to rise to 28 later in the day, 28, 29 degrees Celsius later in the day. So it's going to get a bit warm in the afternoon. So please remember, you need to wear clothes that will be transparent, not too thick, so that you can enjoy the breeze as well, not necessarily the heat soaking you up or eating you up. So you know exactly what to wear. And remember to drink a lot of water to stay hydrated. Before we move on, let me also again use the opportunity to advise our drivers. all road users, we beg you. Okay, this morning again, I am here to appeal passionately to your heart, to your instincts, to your brains, to your hands, to your fingers, to your legs, to your foot. Please, remember your life matters. It is so important to everyone. It's that same way the other passengers in your car are very much important. So please, driver, papa driver, this morning, remember to apply all the senses. Remember to apply all the rules governing our road usage. And the other road users also, please be extra careful. Be very vigilant. Again, I see people cross anyhow on this N1. Sometimes I get so scared when I see vehicles running on top speed, because there's a motorway, I mean, like, yeah, a highway, and people just cross anyhow. You go to the 355 or 23, what's the name of that area? 335, thank you. 335, and that's how people just cross anyhow. I don't know what exactly can be done about that side, but please be extra careful whilst you are crossing the road. I met a woman last week or so around Medina. She was so eager to cross the road. I had to tell her, madam, use the footbridge. You are just close to it. Climb and walk. It's not better spending at least 2 minutes or 3 minutes crossing that bridge, using that bridge to cross, rather than struggling to cross the main road where a car will smash you off. So please think about it. You have your own life depends on you. How you want to live it depends solely on you. So please be very careful as you step out, especially on our various roads as well, so we can end this week with no cases that will continue. Remember, Monday I told you that this week, let's try and record no cases of accidents, no cases of casualties. Next week, we'll continue with that same tangent. Then by the time we end the year, the numbers will reduce, right? It's something we all want to do as well. So that's my way of advice to our drivers and all other road users this morning. So join us on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. We'll take a quick break. When we return, my coach chefs will be here for the conversation to begin. Stay with me. There is more after the break.
Or we can be the generation that ends it for good.
Malaria must die, so millions can live.
If you're watching this with your friends, you'll probably make a joke.
Because you know what you feel on the inside
isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy,
find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why, or have thoughts about hurting yourself,
find someone you trust and tell them.
You are never alone when you share.
Seriously, people care about you.
It's okay to not understand what you're feeling.
And it's easy to think that you're all alone.
But you don't have to be.
You're never alone when you share.
Don't be ashamed to tell someone you trust what you're feeling.
You're not alone.
You are not alone.
Find someone you trust and tell them.
Tell a parent.
Tell a teacher. Tell a brother or sister.
Or just tell a friend.
You haven't done anything wrong.
Talk to someone.
Talk to someone.
It's how things get better.
All right, so welcome back. Many thanks for still staying with us right here on WoezorTV. This is the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. It's midweek. My man Zizu is here. Yeah, Godfred Amwafu, aka Zizu, aka the man who sells everything except human parts. Or you are thinking of selling human parts too. So I hand you over to the authorities for further investigation. We are in an era of investigation, so investigations are flying left, right, center, and all of that. But how are you doing, my brother?
I'm good.
How was your night?
Yeah, it was good. It's okay. Yeah, even though I slept late, but
it's normal. I told you guys, you and I, that you get to that stage, nothing happened here too.
I think I'm in that stage already. Though.
Oh, you've not gotten there yet.
I am.
Oh, you've not gotten to that stage where, as at 1 a.m. you are doing 1, 2, 3. Okay, when I wake up, this is how I want to work. Okay, this is what I want to.
I think I'm there.
You have gotten there already.
Long time, like 5 years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Charlie. So that reminds me. You shared a video on a platform yesterday or 2 days ago with regards to some air pollution on the Weger, if I'm right, Weger enclave. And I mean, per what I have also gathered, it has been ongoing for a while. So at least people who use that stretch are fully aware of what goes on in there. Now, there's the concern I want to raise. We'll talk about the CDD report anyway, but I just want us to start off with this one. Is the EPA aware? Is the assembly, that's Weger, right? Weger, are they aware that there is it a cement factory?
It's a cement
exactly. Are they aware that this happens on daily basis? The whole atmosphere looks whitish. I don't know what chemical or whatever. Is that harmful? I mean, all these questions are boggling the minds of a lot of people. And as I intimated, you have been using that stretch, and that's actually your area, and you have seen all of that. But exactly what people have said, do you know for a fact?
So that day I was surprised. I mean, that was on a Monday, right? So when the car was approaching the scene, I thought it was a smoke, because normally they burn these ties and the wheat around that area. So that's the video on your screen. So for me, from afar, I thought that it should be smoke, right? But when we got closer, then I realized that no, it's coming from the cement factory. And those around were saying, these people again. So that comment got me realize that, so it's been happening for some time, these people again, and to the extent that some even said, one day we rush them, beat them. That's what they say, because they're polluting the area. I was in the car, so I had to just shut the glass to avoid the dust coming in. So I realized it's rather dust emerging from the cement factory. I don't want to put the name of the cement factory out at the moment, because I mean it may have implications on them. But then this is what it is.
And that's how the atmosphere looks.
Like a fog.
Yeah.
And so this is those driving opposite it. But if
this is when you are going to Kaswa.
But if you are coming from Kaswa, that means you are driving into it. You are so it creates some sort of invisibility on the road for that stretch. Those coming from Kaswa to Accra. And if there are houses closer to that factory.
So there are residential areas there.
Yes, that means they are going to inhale this directly.
And they cook as well.
They cook as well. I mean, they are selling around there and all that. They are selling around there. This is closer to Agrada's church.
Who is Agrada? The pastor.
Mama Pat.
Sorry.
Yeah, Mama Pat. Yeah.
Just here. Weger here. No. I've seen it. Okay, but that's the situation. Maybe we don't know for a fact, but it is what it is. That's why I said if the EPA is aware, maybe they can just pay a visit, take a look at it, because this is quite worrying and disturbing.
If you are to breathe this inhale it into your system, you don't know which chemical is used from the cement factory. Because I mean, it's my first time seeing it. I've been using the route for quite a long time, but this is my first time seeing it. But for others to say that these people again, it means that probably they've been seeing it for a while. Time that I have not noticed it. But I just ran into it, and it's quite unfortunate, because for you to inhale this, whether it's dust or a chemical, because if it's dust too, probably you can find some particles dropping, but I didn't feel it.
Okay, but you were in a car, so you may not necessarily feel any touch or anything at all. Maybe the people close to the area can tell us exactly what. So maybe later we'll find out.
And it's not done for you to say it's fog.
Yeah.
So you can see the factory at the
behind.
End. Yes.
Far end.
And for you to be covered in that dust or whatsoever, you can see the density of it, right?
Now knows about it. She has been inhaling it too. Or is it me? No.
And so I don't know whether it's dust from the factory or it's a chemical that has been blown out or something.
But it's serious.
Yeah, very
because
serious.
when you have
it has covered the factory itself, and you can see until I zoomed in to see that's the factory in there.
Okay.
Very dangerous.
We are just guessing.
Yeah.
Yes, we are just guessing. But it is just right. Probably the authorities step in to take a quick look at it. If there is a different way of going about it, fine. Because, like you mentioned, there are private homes there as well. There are food vendors there because I can see a blue.
Yeah, it's a traffic. That place has a traffic light. There, so people just.
Charlie, sorry for those of us who keep buying from roadside. It's a serious matter. Sorry for those of us who keep buying from the roadside. The things we keep eating every day in this Accra. If you pray for us. If you pray for us.
Fast for us.
If you are fasting, fast for us. If you are pouring libation, pour libation for us. Or now you say you are not part of the libation people. You are not.
Just made me remember Langabell doing after much. If you're Muslim, Mus. If you're Christian, Chris. If you're Woodies, Mus. If you're Tibagbo.
We beg you. I think we agree with Langabell.
On this one.
Yeah, on this one. Do everything for us.
But it's crazy there. That part, because
so you know that area well, right?
Yes, it's Woja Junction.
Okay. What exactly is it?
It's a cement factory.
So every day, that's what people brief?
I mean, from the beginning, I wasn't seeing some of these things when you drive past it. But in recent times, that has been the story. You know, previously I used to go to Kokobiti a lot.
Okay.
So I usually use that stretch, but on a regular, it's not my usual route to ply, right? And directly opposite is the traffic light, as Godfred mentioned. That's the Woezor Junction traffic light. And opposite the Woezor Junction traffic lights, you find a lot of shops, people selling from food to pastries to water. I think there's even a school around that area. And there's the mall. It's closer to the mall too. So imagine.
The new mall.
And like everything.
The number of people who go there on a regular. It's a serious thing,
Very, very serious thing, but you see.
But how did they control it? Like you said, then how was it done? Because the factory is not a new factory, right?
No, it's not.
Okay. So what exactly is the issue? What changed?
I don't know.
Okay.
And this
or the thing is not harmful.
How is it not harmful? Even if it's
I'm
not
just saying.
I mean, if the moment you sit beside me in Chosky and you try sneezing or coughing, I'll just put my head in the window and that'll be it too. Then the only way that can save me too, there's that the people selling the traffic.
Okay, those who have.
Yeah.
So the guy.
Water, the buffalo.
Exactly.
The Kusiani Meko, granite sellers. The fruit sellers, was the apple sellers today. The bread people are the bus stop because the bread, when they bring it, is hot, so they have to let air pass
through small
in the rubber. God save.
We are eating things, so now you agree why.
When you move forward, even at that bus stop, like the traffic light bus stop, there's a whole bread seller. Like she bakes the bread and sells there. And when you get like the display, it's open.
You know that.
Okay, we'll follow up. We'll follow up on this development as well.
EPA must do something. And then set up factory. Yes, it's okay. We call for invest jobs and all, but in the creation of jobs, don't let it be at the detriment of the people. We find it very easy to give people permits to build their companies and things, but what laws actually regulates their disposal of waste? Because
the laws are there.
Cement factory that has been exposed.
You
go to Tema, the industrial areas. And it's an eyesore.
But now you see the difference is that and so I was going to say that there are areas designated for industrial purposes. So I don't know about how this got to Weija.
For
you know the Kaneshi industrial area too. It was an enclave for
area,
so those are really allowed because you don't have private homes around there. But now that narrative has changed. People have built all the way sharing wall with even the industrial area. You get it. But
I remember for that factory in particular, there was some dispute about it, like when we were building and or it became a clash. Like the traditional authorities
didn't want
and
it
the
there.
police, and it was crazy.
Okay.
And you see, we talk about the waterways and waterlogged areas, all that parts. All that part.
Then they inside.
Then they
inside.
See, right behind them is it extends to the Pambros people. You know those that do the salt.
Yeah.
That's behind them extends. So when you are driving past and you peep, sometimes you can see the heaps of salt there. So the heaps of salt that you come and put in our food now too.
That one is going to be contaminated. So the cement factory is just here.
So like in front here, and then right behind it,
the salt factory is
going
there.
On.
So imagine that atmosphere settling on the salt, because salt you can't wash it too.
No, there's nothing you can do about it.
That I just got a message. I don't know how. Okay, but from a source, it says that look, just yesterday it was reported that a popular food joint around Valley View had its food poisoned, and it's serious.
Yeah,
you heard that too.
Oh.
Hey, Charlie, no, I have to take my cooking lesson serious. To be sincere with you.
When I saw the news last night, I was actually, but yesterday I ate wache, and the wache didn't sit down.
So you were thinking?
No. I have had my fair share of a reaction from wache I ate yesterday. I've not slept.
Okay.
So those who met me downstairs and I wasn't smiling, please forgive me. I've not slept.
Okay.
I've not slept.
Okay.
So when I saw the news, it really got me a bit jittery, but it happens. We don't know what exactly was the cause. But some of these things happen, and we want to entreat the food vendors. I don't know how to say it, set very high safety and hygiene standards for yourself, because you are serving a lot of people, and the least thing, a number of people are going to end up in the hospitals and things. And you know, this is beans. Handling beans is it's a different ball game altogether.
Yeah.
So if you are doing some of these things, you are cooking, if you are not well, stay away from the food. If you know that where you are cooking is not anywhere good, stop. And if you know the ingredients you are outsourcing to cook the food is not right, please stop. I was telling somebody yesterday about why I don't take stew from wache sellers. Because of what I saw at Efo Kwame's place. So my mother used to tell us about how buying the stew from outside and things is not good, from the food vendors. And we always want to, you want to buy from the rest. And the pepper, you see how pepper, you can find like real hard ones inside. Same way, they didn't really take the heads off, like that. And then the onion. You see onion when it's getting the way it's soft.
Yeah.
If you are eating this onion, I'm sorry. Like that. Inside, you should have the straight. Then another boy inside with a rubber.
Hey, Charlie.
So you see, I got to my little food and nutrition I did. When we are talking about food spoilage and things like vegetables, tomatoes, when it gets spoiled, you see, it has this whitish thing it produces on it. It contains aflatoxins. And aflatoxins are known to be it's a carcinogenic agent.
Okay.
So when you say carcinogenic agent, it's typically something that has the tendency of causing cancer in your body.
Okay.
So aiding the growth of cancerous cells in your body.
Okay.
And that is what the tomato has become. And that is the cheapest, and so they'll go and buy it. And so you see, it has a stench. The pepper too has a stench because it's getting spoiled. The onion too has a stench, it's getting spoiled. So when they go and they are about to cook, that is when
may God
protect us. Don't eat the food they cook.
May God protect us.
Amen.
Yeah, may God really protect us.
Amen.
Because it's scary. It's really scary,
honestly. To the victims of the white.
We
don't know what
really caused it. But I think we need to also applaud the FDA and to a large extent the other authorities that are clamping down on some of these people. Last week or so, or towards the end of last week, they arrested a woman who was using colors for her oranges. So they actually got where she more like where she stores this colors. What was the name for it? Those colors that they use.
It's food colors. So depending, if the person fears God, the person will go and buy the food color. If the person doesn't fear God, for the orange, when they peel it, they have a way of peeling it. Then they'll put those peels in a bucket. Then they'll put akesha. So akesha we used to scrub the bathhouse. Compound house bathhouse. They'll put akesha inside. So it would extract the color.
So that makes it even hard.
No.
The outer hard.
No, see, they're not. No, the orange has not come in yet.
Okay.
So the peels of the orange in a bucket, akesha on it, they add water, so it extracts the color.
Okay.
Then they now dip the orange inside.
In it.
So I think
Charlie,
last
look
week,
your
2
1 million
weeks
fine
ago,
crowd.
Auntie Mary Kufuor, Clicks Africa, she said she bought orange outside, and then she forgot to eat it when she got home. The orange was already peeled. She woke up and then the orange had a funny appearance. No, ideally, if you buy orange outside, which has been peeled already and you're not able to eat it, when you wake up, it's usually hard on the outer. But this one has become very soft, and it was, even when she presses it, it's getting inside the orange. Like, what exactly are people doing to the orange?
Anyway, now we leave that conversation for now.
Okay.
We'll come back to issues about how people are handling our food in the country. It's getting scary anyway. But let's talk about something else that is also getting scary. Because if it continues, maybe you and I, you are a politician. You have an ambition of becoming what? A senator?
When we get there, we'll cross.
For political party financing, I mean, how much you need to pump into, politics, maybe campaign, blah, 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 before you eventually emerge as a winner. I don't know if that is even a guarantee, but probably that should be captured in the report. And Godfred has been following that story. CDD held a press briefing within the week, and they have spoken at length on this whole political party financing. We'll touch on that. But there is also another leg of the conversation where, yes, Dr. Rahman spoke extensively on the issues hanging around the neck of our parliamentarians. Fast track to what is happening with regards to Honorable Alexander Apenyo-Makin and the Gold Board CEO. Wilfred, what has Dr. Rahman been saying?
So, Dr. Rashid,
sorry.
Yeah, so he's the executive director of the African Center for Parliamentary Affairs. I think he is also of the view that the allegations by the minority leader must be taken as serious as any issue, and to ensure integrity of Parliament, because he believes that if we leave this issue to go unnoticed or unattended to, probably it would dent the image of Parliament. That at any time any parliamentarian can just make an allegation and go scot-free because of, some sort of immunity that covers them and all that. But to ensure that they maintain that integrity, you shouldn't forget that the laws that govern this country is being cooked by them. Let me put it that way. So whatever law that the law we say is the law, is coming from Parliament. So we need people that can say what they can prove, that can say what is grounded in facts. You understand? There's difference between truths and facts. The truth, you can say what is true, but if you can't prove it, it is not factual. So we need what is factual, something that can be said and be proven. You understand? So that's what he is saying, that we should not just look at it as in the political lens as usual. Do the political banters around it. The MPP will drag it, the NDC will drag it, and another issue comes up and we drop it somewhere else. We should go into it and ensure that he proves it, and whoever that is found guilty should face the law. Because like yesterday we made mention, I gave an example, 2022, a parliamentarian coming out. It goes on and on. If we are to go on with the list, issues happening in Parliament, parliamentarians coming up with allegations of corruptions and all that, that at the end of the day, they come back to even clear themselves. It's creating some sort of image in the ordinary Ghanaian. Now, already, how do we see our parliamentarians? How do we see the politician out there? the corruption tag. Yesterday we were talking about how even those the grassroots that are not up there are engaged in corruption and corrupt practices. But anytime we talk about corruption, we are looking up to the politician. These are some of the issues. They make allegations about themselves that later they do the political score, they settle it politically, and we don't know how it goes. You understand? But he is looking at it that no, for us to restore integrity or maintain integrity in our parliaments, this issue should not go unattended to. We should give it that serious analysis. We should look into it seriously.
Okay, Comfort, hold on a second.
Seriousness.
Fortunately, we've gotten Dr. Rashid Draman, who is the executive director of the Africa Center for Parliamentary Affairs. He will expatiate more on this particular topic for us. Doc, good morning and welcome to the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe.
Good morning.
Very well. Doc, we just read excerpts of what you stated yesterday with regards to the seeming allegations or accusations always hanging around the neck of our parliamentarians. Doc, first of all, what ought to be done with what we are seeing? What really is even causing these allegations or accusations around the members of parliament? Is it just lack of confidence or trust in the people we send to parliament?
Well, I think there is confidence in the people we send because we go and put them. But once they get in there, I think over the years, their interaction with all of us has made us come to a conclusion that Ghanaians don't trust them. This is not me saying it. Afrobarometer data yesterday when we were on AM Express, looked at data I think for the last 15 years, and the trend is a downward trend in terms of trust. A number of things, can be why this is the case, including when we hear sometimes they themselves accusing each other, i.e. what we heard some time ago about monies being exchanged during appointment committee hearings. You go as far back as the third parliament. We had somebody at the time called Honorable P.C. Apiofori, who said, and it's on record, you can Google it to find it, during the Vodafone divestiture, that they brought money and then every MP got $5,000 and so on. So many allegations at different times. And then you add to that, the fact that most of the time you bring your visuals to our homes and Parliament is almost empty. And you add to that instances like what we saw recently during the appointments committee, MPs fighting each other and breaking national property and so on. So these might be some of the reasons why the trust level is low and why there's a very huge trust deficit.
But Doc, isn't it worrying that yes, these allegations are thrown out there and nothing really seemed to be done about it? You even took us back to the PC Ofori era. I mean, we were fortunate to see the likes of Honorable Andy Kubi appear in Parliament, who also leveled these similar allegations against his colleagues back then. Then fast track to this recent one, we are seeing another allegation being hung around the neck of the minority leader. Is it a case that we have failed to thoroughly investigate these matters, and that's why we keep having them come back to us, Doc?
Yes, indeed. If you monitor what I have said, in the last few days, I have said that, look, it looks like committee after committee, Parliament has not been able to credibly investigate itself. Most of these allegations could be untrue, but once they are not properly investigated, and then we get closure, then it reinforces in the minds of Ghanaians that, allegations are true. So I was saying, perhaps this is a moment. This is a moment when Parliament needs to hold the bull by the horn and make sure that this issue is properly investigated so that we bring closure. And for the last time, we make sure that the image of Parliament is cleaned up, or if there are people who are found guilty, as has happened in many parliaments. I have seen, for instance, recently there was a scandal in the Canadian Parliament. A senator went to jail because he did not take it lightly. He brought in investigative agencies, they did their own investigations, and apart from the MP going to jail, they also put in place measures to make sure that this never happens again in that institution. And I think that that's the kind of thing that we need, so that we take advantage of this and make sure that for the first time and for the last time, the image of Parliament is clean. So that people don't just get up, because it's a huge thing to make allegations or to say a minority leader or that office is corrupt. It's a huge thing. We need answers. We need to make sure that people don't just get up and say these things lightly and then nothing happens.
He had to take two private citizens, Solomon Owusu and his compatriot, lawyer Andrew Apia Dankwa, to file a petition in this most recent one, calling on some authorities to delve into the matter or thoroughly investigate it. Doc, is it also a case that probably the parliamentarians have some sort of immunity, and that is why some of these cases don't go that far?
No, I think there is the kind of the paradox of immunity, if I can put it that way. Sometimes there's a feeling that, because we have immunity in some aspect of our work, that immunity is total, but it's not total immunity. It doesn't cover criminal conduct. It only protects an MP if during the course of their work, they say something that hurts somebody and so on and so forth. But when you are involved in criminal conduct, that immunity has limitations. But you see, over the years, I think one of the things that Parliament hasn't done, in my view, is to be proactive in instances like this. So that before, like you said, before two citizens get up and do a petition, we should have had statements from Parliament, saying this is serious allegation, we are going to deal with it, we are going to use our own mechanisms and so on. Then I think citizens will begin to at least see some kind of proactive steps taken by our own Parliament to deal with this matter. But when these things come up, most of the time what we hear is, it's politically motivated, this is going to tend, just aimed at tainting the image of the government, aimed at tainting the image of the individual MP and so on. Rather than saying, this is serious, no matter who is affected in the House, it is an ordinary MP and not the leader of the House. This is serious, and we have to really take it serious and get to the bottom of it. But I was suggesting a protocol of, from allegation to resolution, and in between that, there is a lot of things that can be done, including internal and external investigations. And then at the end of it, sanctions or exoneration. But I think over the years we haven't seen most of these, and so citizens don't need to believe what they hear, even if it is not true. So it's the interest of Parliament itself as an institution to make sure that its image is cleaned up. And I think the only way that can be done is there's a transparent process, making sure that these matters are investigated.
Doc, first push it forward. The I mean, OSP has responded, or they have acknowledged receipt of the petition filed by Solomon Owusu and lawyer Andrew Pierre Dankwa. I'm yet to see that response from the other institutions that these petitions were served. But in what format would you want this investigation to take? Or do you think that it's just going to be one of those issues where at the end of the day, it's much ado about nothing?
Yeah, it shouldn't be much ado about nothing. Otherwise, the trust level will continue to go down, and we don't want to get to the point where there's a revolution in this country. So, I mean, the OSP can do its investigation, the court can do its work. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know whether these things can go hand in hand. And Parliament can do its own investigation. But in the case of Parliament, for me, I have said over and over that perhaps we have gotten to a time when we don't have to leave this in the hands of these parliamentarians alone. We have to get some eminent Ghanaians to be part of this, so that whatever the outcome is, it to be an outcome that is very well trusted by all of us, and not a situation where we will see an NDC and MPP banter, as you say, which at the end of the day, we might as do about nothing.
Doug, is it likely this will be the last time such issues are coming up? And you spoke about the dent this will have on the reputation of our parliamentarians as well. And to a large extent, I want to ask, what are the possible effects of this act on parliamentarians?
Oh, you see, it's I mean, the reputation is already, I mean, not too good, especially if you go back again to the evidence and the data. And I hope that, this is a kind of wake-up moment when, for the first and last time, the institution itself will take this matter seriously and cleanse its image. Because all of them, the 276 of them, I mean, when you look at the Afrobarometer, today, level of trust standing at 51%. It doesn't touch only one MP or only one side of the house. All of them are included in what the data is showing, and perhaps that is the reason why we keep having very high turnover rates in Parliament after every election. So I think it's in their own interest, because for them to lead the charge of holding the government to account, we need 276 people in there who have very high moral authority derived from unquestioned integrity.
Okay, Doc, grateful. But before you go, what role should a speaker play in all of this in the coming days, Doc?
Well, I mean, I think the speaker already has indicated that he's going to admit the motion. And in my view, the motion should not be limited to only the loss or the cost, 1.7 billion. I think it should go beyond that. And if a committee is going to be set up, that committee's mandate should also investigate these matters. Yesterday, I was on PM Express with Honorable Indus of Husseini, and he says that there might be jurisdictional issues. I mean, if an ad hoc committee begins investigating the conduct of MPs. I take a different view, because I think we are in very difficult moments in the parliamentary history of our country, where the leader of an opposition party in a supermajority parliament, his character is being questioned. I mean, these are not light moments. So for me, I think the Right Honourable Speaker, looking at it, admitting the motion, I think should also look at what terms of reference that the institution is going to give to that committee. Those terms of reference must be comprehensive and must encompass all issues related to this matter.
Okay, thank you so much for speaking to us this morning. Have the best of the day as well.
Thank you.
Well, viewers, that's Dr. Rashid Dramani. He is the Executive Director of the Africa Center for Parliamentary Affairs, adding his voice to the conversation. Of course, I told you the week is going to be a very long one because different views are coming on board. Now, the conversation has even moved from the so-called loss, and it is now hinged on thorough investigation as far as these allegations hanging around Honorable Alexander Afenyo-Markin is concerned. And that's what Dr. Rashid Dramani has said. Hopefully we get to speak to a man who has been in Parliament has been in Parliament some years back. He's also a private legal practitioner. Once we get him, we push these questions to him. Doc mentioned something on an ad hoc committee. Do we even need a committee again to be set by Parliament to investigate their own people? How about this, the state authorities? Solomon petitioned OSP, Shiraj, which one again? There are about 3 of them. The Attorney General.
Yeah, the Attorney General.
You get it. So are these not enough institutions that can investigate this? Do we need to set another committee? What exactly does he speak about? And he spoke about jurisdiction. Well, we will just ask the questions, and hopefully Honorable Inusa Husseini will answer such questions for us. Well, we have him online already. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, Randy. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you too, Honorable?
Good.
Honorable, let me start from this angle. You have been in Parliament. Tell me, how damning is it for an allegation of this sort to be hanged around a member of Parliament where it is being described as an extortionist?
Well, thank you so very much for having me. This is a very serious matter. It's so serious that it undermines the legitimacy of representation. What that means is simply that people are voted into Parliament to transact business for and on behalf of us. Article 1 of the Constitution says that governance must be for the benefit and welfare of the people of this country. The preamble of the Constitution promises us equality of opportunities and prosperity. We can have that. We can achieve the promise of the Constitution. Neither can governance be for the benefit of the people if the people that we elect to represent us in Parliament subordinate the public interest to their private interests. That goes to the core of democratic representation. And so that allegation is so serious that something ought to be done about it. I mean, when people subordinate the public interest to their private interest, when people put their personal interest above the public interest, it undermines confidence and erodes public trust. And so the institution itself stands to suffer greatly from this allegation of extortion.
To what extent? This is not the first time we are hearing this. Dr. Rashid Dramani just took us way back to the era of PC Ofori, and fast track to the most recent one has to do with Honorable Andy Appiah-Kubi, also in a similar faction, but we didn't see anything as measures being taken. Why? Is it just about the immunity, the MP stake? Is that why we don't really see proper investigation into some of these allegations?
MPs' immunities, the immunity of members of Parliament is not whole. Is not absolute. The immunity granted members of Parliament is when members of Parliament are performing their duties as members of Parliament. But when members of Parliament go on a frolic of their own, that cannot be immunity. It's just that Parliament, in the occasions that Dr. Dramani Mahama has referred to, or on the occasions that he has referred to, Parliament refused or neglected to rise up to the occasion. And people expected Parliament to rise up to the occasion to purge itself of this negative image and perception that Ghanaians have of Parliament. And Parliament failed then. But I have said it, and I said it yesterday when Dr. Dramani Mahama was on a panel with me. Probably this is our defining moment. This is the moment for Parliament to rise up to the occasion and purge itself of the perception that their members are corrupt, purge itself of the perception that people are trading with the mandate. They have commodified the representation and they are using the representation for personal gain. Perception that there is a canker of abuse of office within the members of parliament. I mean, just recently we were discussing the $1 million paid out to members of parliament and some government officials by reason of the contract that we were entering into as a country with AXA. Yeah, we have not finished the conversation, and this is coming up. And so clearly, it's feeding into the perception that parliament doesn't stand for us. Members of parliament stand for themselves. And in a democracy, immediately people start thinking that way, your legitimacy as a representative is undermined and brought into question.
I'll ask you about the dire implications of some of these acts, but you have just stated it. But Honorable, going forward, what should you mentioned Parliament? What should the Speaker do in this whole issue? What should be his role? And aside that, people are asking for some committees to be put in place to investigate again. And I ask the question, Honorable, why do you set up a committee to investigate members of Parliament who are also part of that probably the same committee? Why not allow the other institutions, for instance OSP, Attorney General, the police and the others to rather do the thorough investigation? Honorable.
So there is jurisdictional remit. So for instance, as I speak to you, and yesterday I said that again on the same program that I was with Dr. Dramani, that you will find jurisdictional issues. The Constitution itself names the institution that deals with the conduct of members of Parliament, and that is the Privileges Committee, Ethics and Privileges Committee. So, if Afenyomasen's conduct is to be the subject matter of investigations, to my mind, and by constitutional provisions and dictates, there's only one committee that can do that, and that is the Privileges and Ethics Committee of Parliament. That is their mandate. And that mandate has been given to them by the Constitution. Now, but there is a committee that has been spoken about, the ad hoc committee. The ad hoc committee will be a fact-finding committee. It's not examining the conduct of anybody. Parliament, our representatives want us to understand, know, and appreciate the conversations that we're having now. The 1.7, is it a loss or an operational cost of a policy that has been held to be beneficial to us, at least under the NDC? How did the loss or policy costs come about? Did it impact anything? Are they contributory factors or institutions to this $1.7 billion loss? Can something be done to improve the cost of operations? This is just thinking aloud. That's what the ad hoc committee will do. It will be a fact-finding committee. And that fact-finding committee will settle the matter once and for all and suggest or recommend what should be done to improve upon the cost of operations. And that's different. That doesn't implicate anybody, that doesn't hold anybody accountable, that doesn't have sanctions. But a Privileges Committee will have sanctions. If a member of Parliament conducts himself in the way out to tarnish the reputation of Parliament as an institution, the highest form of punishment that Parliament can visit on that person is expulsion from Parliament. And go read the Constitution. So that is a different thing. Now, you have said that other institutions. So when a committee of Parliament, like the Privileges Committee, holds that a member of Parliament has conducted himself in the way as to infringe the provisions of the standard orders, and also has conducted himself in such a way as to bring the reputation of Parliament into disrepute, and that the sentence is expulsion from Parliament, that person will be expelled from Parliament, and that's all. It doesn't go to jail. So that is the remit of the of Parliament. That as an institution, we do not want people who are otherwise unfit to be part of this institution, because an honor to serve as a member of parliament is a position of privilege, and so no one must abuse the privilege. Now, you have talked about OSP. The mandate and jurisdiction of the OSP is different. When an OSP or the OSP investigates a matter and establishes that this matter is within its jurisdiction and that there's prima facie evidence of culpability of the person's complaint against, and it sends, it raises a docket and sends that person to court to prosecute that person. The prosecution can end in conviction, and when it ends in conviction, that person doesn't walk away; he goes to jail. So you see the outcome of an investigation by an OSP or by any criminal investigative body. The outcome is not to remove you. The outcome is to jail you, to punish you. So if you look at the outcome of the Privileges Committee in Parliament, it's different from the outcome of an investigative body investigating a potential criminal or a potential crime. Now, we have also heard of court cases where there have been suits for defamation. The outcome in those suits too will be different. The outcome in a defamation suit will be compensation, because that's a tort in law. So you want to repair the damage done to your reputation, and that damage can only be repaired through compensation and exemplary damages, primary compensation, exemplary damages for injuring your reputation. And so that again is a civil suit, and the outcome is different. So there are two, there's no law which says that they are mutually exclusive. While Parliament Privileges Committee is sitting on the matter, if it is minded to sit on the matter, will not prevent the OSP from investigating the criminal conduct, and will not prevent the court from hearing the defamation suit that has been brought, because the outcomes are different.
Honorable, let me take you back to the issue on the ad hoc committee. Now, the concern is that what's the guarantee that the ad hoc committee will do its job or its work devoid, partiality or bias, especially looking at the how the ad hoc committee is constituted? Honorable, what's the guarantee?
So, I'm very sure that Parliament is aware of this potential risk to the credibility of the ad hoc committee. So they can form an ad hoc committee exclusively composed of members of the public, but reporting to Parliament through the Speaker. They can form an ad hoc committee composed of members of Parliament and also members out of Parliament, to bring the expertise of those members to bear on the work of Parliament. They can form an ad hoc committee exclusively composed of members of Parliament, but members of Parliament, by their standing orders, will have the opportunity to call in experts to explain to them, to aid the performance of their work. It is left to Parliament to see which of these options will secure credibility, acceptance, and understanding of the issues that confront us.
Honorable, whilst at all of this, we know the minority leader has filed a suit against Sami Jemfi, the CEO of Goldboard as well. How do we marry the two, whilst Parliament is also taking a key interest in the allegations leveled? Won't we have some conflict?
There's no conflict. They run parallel. They run in different waters. The suit is a civil action. It's intended to repair an injured reputation. The outcome is compensation if he is successful, or the outcome is that his reputation cannot be repaired because what has been said is the truth. And so that is justification. In this case, he cannot rely on privilege because he is the one who is gone to court and he's pleaded his immunity. So in this case, if the court comes to the conclusion that the statement made by Sami Jafi is justified on the basis of truth, that is true, that ends the matter. Everybody walks away and no compensation is paid. The Privileges Committee will be looking at the conduct of Afejumakin, whether his conduct has brought Parliament into disrepute. If within the investigations, the committee comes to the conclusion that the conduct borders on crime, they will report the matter to the police. And the police will take up the criminal aspects. But they will still proceed with the investigating the conduct of the Member of Parliament. If the conduct is held to be inappropriate, an abuse of privilege, the Committee of Privileges can recommend his expulsion from Parliament. And when he's expelled from Parliament, that ends it. Nobody is not going to go into prison. So the outcome here too is different. Now, the outcome of an investigation by the Privileges Committee of Parliament can only result at the highest level of sanction, an expulsion from Parliament. If criminal jurisdiction is invoked, if a complaint is made against Afejumakin at the criminal investigative authorities, and their mandate is properly invoked, and they go into the matter and see that a prima facie case has been made out, and they decide to prosecute Afejumakin, it can only end in two ways: either a conviction or an acquittal. If it is a conviction, the outcome will be different from the suit that he has filed. The outcome will be different from the Privileges Committee. The outcome will be that he goes to jail.
But in the case where the suit filed, I mean, you mentioned it's a civil suit, both parties decide to settle out of court. Will you be surprised? And what would that even mean to the fight against corruption?
At this point, I'm not even contemplating settlement out of court. Because this matter is so important that we must all insist that the proper things be done. As for a civil suit, nobody forces Afejumakin to go to court. He can go to court to withdraw his suit. So we can't fault him. He has the right to do that. But we must insist that the allegation be investigated by the proper authorities. We must insist. And it is ultimately in the interest of Parliament to purge itself of miscreants in the House. Very important. To restore the confidence in the institution and public trust. Public trust in Parliament, it is at its lowest ebb. And so, it is important that Parliament takes this matter seriously to get to the bottom of the matter. And if it means expelling a member of Parliament from Parliament on the basis of the fact that it's otherwise unfit to be a member of Parliament, so will it be, and give the people an opportunity to bring a replacement.
Honorable, thank you. But before you go, are we in for a long race? Is this going to take so long for us to get to the final?
I do not think that it needs to take long.
Okay.
You strike both ends of an iron. If you want to bend the iron, you strike both ends while the iron is hot. Then you will succeed in bending it.
Honorable, thank you.
So I don't think that we need to keep long on this matter.
Thank you. Thank you so much for speaking to us this morning. It's a developing issue, so most definitely when the latest comes, we'll fall on you again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Inusa Fuseni, former member of Parliament and also a private legal practitioner. He's seen it all. I mean, he's been a minister as well, and what have you. I mean, he has. So the two guests have mentioned it, or our resource persons have mentioned it, that this should not be a matter of saying, okay, we've heard it, we investigate it, so we are leaving it. Like how we saw in the Andia Pia Kubi story and the PC Ofori. He just, you were not born by then.
PC
so
Ofori.
you didn't know about that
story. Mr. Aji. But I made reference to them yesterday.
But you heard him?
Maybe not. Okay, yes. I mean, I heard him. Remember you asked the question and I started laughing here. You said we are setting up committee, another committee to come and review. Exactly what the vice president said when she met the Rwanda president. He says that's the story of Africa.
I think yesterday also.
Yes. We set committee. They will investigate, and another committee will set out of that committee
to call it off, to rubbish whatever the first committee has done.
So then another committee will come and implement the committee. That's our story. So from committee to another committee, the committee. You ask a question: how do we ensure that these committees that will be set will be impartial, unbiased, will focus on the issue? The chairman of the committee will not have personal issue with the person that is being investigated and all that. You understand? So at the end of the day, they come to a conclusion that yes, this is a serious issue. This person falls guilty and must be punished. Let me start from the former MP, Hussein. He says that we should go to that extent that if a parliamentarian misbehaves, that parliamentarian can be expelled out of parliament. Now, in context, today we are talking about Afenyo Markins. Imagine that this allegation is true. Can he be expelled from parliament?
Well, so he made reference to the Privileges Committee's finding. So that is why the Privileges Committee is said. No, you are asking about the reality.
Yes.
Two things here.
Yes.
It is about just investigating, coming out with the findings.
Exactly.
But the reality is to expel all the actions that will follow.
Can it be done?
Well,
because you are talking about, I mean, the integrity of parliament. Can that be done? Can we do that? Can we go to that extreme? You understand? And today it is the MPP, like they always say, the tables will turn. Can you, I mean, taking this to do what Inusa is asking? You understand? But if we can, probably that will be the most.
And that is the fear, and that is what Honorable Inusa is saying, that this is the turning point for Parliament.
Look,
because it's not the first time.
Mr. Aji, whenever I hear turning point for this country, turning point for the Parliament, we've been at so many turning points. About thousands of them. In a year, he can be at turning point like 15 times. I don't know which junction we are at this moment that we are today. The issue is that we don't have trust in our parliamentarians. The integrity has fallen. Now, the statistics there, probably the earlier guest that we spoke to,
Dr.
Ramani spoke to it, and probably we can show that, and you understand from November 2024.
Okay, this is what we have on the screen, right?
So decline over time. Historical Afro barometer data highlights a sharp drop in legislative trust from historical highs such as 68.2% during earlier parliament down to roughly 35.8%.
And that's significant. Hold on a little bit. Let's analyze this a little bit. So he says that decline over time. So that is from which year?
2024.
2024.
Yes. So let me put it in context. This report came in 2024.
Okay.
But it started from 2017 down to 2024.
Okay.
So this is from 2017.
So it means that in 2017 or prior to 2017, the confidence was high.
Yes.
The trust in parliamentarians was high. Okay.
But it dropped from 2017. The study started from 2017 to 2024.
Now do the calculation for me. How many minus? What's the percentage? Minus why 68.2%. Now we are having 35.8%. What's the deficit? Do that for me and let's see. Now Godfrey, continue.
Something. Yeah. So when it comes to institutional ranking,
50 pound, no,
like 20 something, right?
You do the
maths.
Now do the maths for us.
5. So yeah. So
please leave maths alone for now. Do talking for me,
madam.
Okay, but the second line talks about institutional ranking. What does it mean?
So evaluation by bodies like Imani, African and recent Afro-Barometer findings place MPs and legislative arms among the least trusted public institutions often trailing for far behind non-state actors. So you are looking at institutions by institutions, maybe the police, all those institutions, including the parliament, and they are also behind other institutions. They are not doing well. And like I said, the laws governing this country is being cooked by them.
These people, the same people we don't trust.
They go and formulate laws for us.
How much?
32.4.
Okay, so 32.4. That's a huge deficit.
Yes,
that's a big fall.
Exactly. So 68.2%. When we are to grade it, will be around what, C plus or something.
Yeah, C plus
or C.
Yeah,
and that's not even excellent.
No,
right?
And it dropped to 35.
It drops to 35.
So F9.
F9.
Yeah,
definitely. They are
from C to F9.
So the trust. The
35 is E. 35
below 30
is F. Okay, it's fine.
Which grading system is that? University or secondary?
SS.
Secondary.
Okay,
so we are talking about
that's fine.
No, but even though yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, comparison with traditional leaders. Citizens are significantly more likely to approach traditional leaders for community needs and assistance, around 29% to 37%, compared to elected MPs, only about 14% to 15%. So even when it comes to development and help,
we are running to our chiefs.
To our traditional leaders now.
But
well, me, I don't know what data they have.
Depending on your needs.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Because when it comes to financial needs, probably you even consider
because the chief is asking for pickup. This matter, if I talk, you guys are laughing. The man says he needs pickup.
So
okay,
the key predictors is the research into public leadership trusts in Ghana indicate that citizens' confidence in MPs are heavily tied to perceived competence or ability, performance, and communication rather than party affiliation alone. So the trust has dwindled.
So I think it's a serious issue.
It's a serious
and
issue.
That's the fear Honorable is talking about. But this is it.
And the fear and the trust keeps dwindling because they keep investigating themselves, which people don't trust in that. So Randy is my friend. There's an allegation against him. We set a committee. I am the one investigating my friend.
You are the chairperson of the committee.
Can you imagine? So it ends up like nowhere. Nobody trusts him. When the report comes like, oh, Parliament,
but Honorable was quick to clarify because I pushed that question. He says that yes, it can come in the constitution. Constituting the committee could come in different forms. So it can be given out to non.
Has that ever been done before?
I don't know. We should have asked him.
Vetting issue. One of the vetting issues that they had to sort another independence. But the struggle they
had on that
because when they call them, so I have parliamentary business. You can't leave that business.
So that is why I don't know if the CRC reviewed that part because Honorable says that it is about what the Constitution has stated. We will speak based on sentiments, emotions, that this is how we feel it should be. Parliamentarians shouldn't investigate their own people. But it is in the Constitution.
Why? Because of the parliamentary business.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe until that is changed, we will still have the same issue.
Of course.
Because they'll tell you, have you exhausted all the available means? Which is one.
Which
the group of people
we don't trust.
Exactly.
You shouldn't forget
which
that
you and I don't trust.
The people.
Yeah.
So if you don't have trust in the people, I mean, Mr. Haji, where do we go?
Well, it's a serious issue.
That we are talking about corruption.
Well, I don't know how this will pan out because, and look, something just came to mind on the Honorable Andy Apiakubi issue. We saw it.
Yeah.
These members of Parliament, Frank, I don't know if you still have that video. They stood behind Andy, Honorable, and they spoke.
Yes.
After 2 days, 3 days, when they went to meet the former president, they denied. They allowed the man to stand as if you are on your own. The man Ichi Guho off. Why you hot?
And that is the fear.
Until today.
Yes.
I think recently he again appeared in the media, one of the platforms, and that question came. That Honorable, are you now willing to tell us? No, I think it was after the 2024 elections. They asked him, Honorable, are you willing now to tell us the MPs, the people who were giving the money, the person who brought the money and all of that? Till today.
He won't.
Till today.
Look.
We don't know.
Yes, he won't. He will not say it.
And you see, it raises a concern about the kind of people we send to Parliament. Pardon me. It's going to be a very unpopular point. But at least I am old enough to have seen at least 3 parliaments. Not even a single time have I heard or seen such high level crime or allegation leveled against an MP to the point that he will be arrested in Ablochi until today. The man is still there. I'm sorry, I am saying I stand to be corrected. You can remind me. But the 3 parliaments that I have seen, when I say see, like Mechi, Melenunya, I've seen, I can't remember any. But it comes back to the issue of the people we send to parliament. These are people who go out there, go look for money in whatever ways, and that's our next conversation. The amount we pump into our political party.
We buy power.
We buy power. So the guy comes and says he's working in some mine somewhere in Obuasi. So he has all the money available to him. He comes and then he has delegate system. We pay our way through, and the next MP is this so-called guy from nowhere. Pardon me. These are the kind of things that we will have. And these are the people who will go to parliament and make laws for us. And then taking themselves out, absorbing themselves out of this the same laws that have been made for us.
So they've made room for themselves. Look, for me, the immunity.
Yes.
I saw the attempt by Honorable Inusa to explain the immunity to mean that we cannot investigate ourselves or not.
No, we cannot.
That is the meaning of it.
You arrest an MP right now, he tells you he's going to parliament.
Yes. He's going to so you can't arrest him.
An MP on the wanted list also.
Yeah, he has business. Who has been absent from parliament for about
Yes, he's on wanted list.
No, I'm saying an MP on a wanted list, or I mean, he's been looked for, but his kind of area not been declared. Was he not declared some time ago on the wanted list? He was not an MP, but a minister. Oforiata, who did I mention? Did I mention Oforiata?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, but
you see, Randy, go to parliament on any other parliamentary business day. And you see half parliament.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, they are doing business in the committee level.
The same person who has been absent from parliament for like months. Let the person be called for investigation. So I have parliamentary business.
Now he has business. He or she
becomes punctual.
The explanation is that if you don't see your MP on the floor during debate, it doesn't mean he's not coming.
But
he will be in one of the rooms for the committee level. So there are the business of the day is not about coming to debate in the floor. The business is in the chamber, is in the room.
Mr. Aji, I understand. You try to
make it. Have you been there?
I've been there. You are trying to make it. No, I mean, I'm being serious.
Oh no, I know what you're saying. But
now, today, if there's a parliamentary business session and you are absent, the next day when you come, there's a roll call. You state why you were not there. So those that were on other committees would definitely own up. So, Mr. Speaker, I was here.
Godfrey, look, this is a country. Let me say this without fear of favor. This is a country. We were in this same country. An MP was absent for how many months? How many days? We were in this country. They brought in a look-alike. Why? Did we not see it? Did that not resurface recently? What has happened to that person? This is the same parliament. Pardon me, with all due respect to our noble parliament. This same parliament, an MP made a comment, daughter of da. The speaker told us that they will investigate this. They've given ultimatum to the person who said this, that the person should voluntarily come out and speak.
But who come?
What's the year? How many months now? Have we seen anything of that sort? Has anybody been punished? So how will the young boy watching us from Tamale see parliament? How will the young man see parliament? I hope you get my point. So that is how come I think the confidence is eroding. The gains that probably, and we're not saying all MPs are like that. We have very good, and for me personally, I admire Honorable Apenyumakin, regardless, to be sincere with you. He is so sharp, he's smart, he is intelligent. So I won't sit here and pretend and denigrate or say anything to tarnish his reputation. But I'm saying that this is damning on his reputation. So as a person, he needs to clarify, he needs to clear his name. Because he has family, he has friends, he has people who work for him. Some are our friends.
I think that's why he's taking the good decision.
So we pray that this issue doesn't come out of court. We don't want out of court settlement. We are interested. Right? Anyway.
Before he announced it, he said something on the media that even Jesus forgave.
Please. Please,
I was
Jesus
scared.
didn't forgive. Did Jesus not whip people in the chapel? Okay. If he had forgiven the people, would he have gone to beat the people?
No, they needed resetting.
Exactly. So reset happens at times. So please don't tell me Jesus Christ. Are you Jesus Christ?
with all this conversation, it comes back to the system that we operate in. Look, in some jurisdiction, when these allegations are made or leveled against you, you will be suspended for some.
Oh, you step down.
You are seeing UK president. Just step down. A file that has been out. This FCN. See the number of people that are resigning from their position just because their names have appeared in that file and all that. So that's how serious it is in other jurisdictions. You understand? So we just need to reset the system and make it more biting. Because look, Randy, if not, you still elect people. Because me, I don't have time. People don't have time to come and scrutinize who is fit for parliament or not.
No, we do. We organize debate. It's a serious issue.
1 hour debate.
And what do they even say?
1 hour debate. Who asks the questions? You understand? Who asks the questions? You are. I mean, let's be honest here. No, apart from IE, I mean, let's be honest here. You were a journalist, right? Haven't you ever designed a questions to synopsis and the interviewee will say,
take this out.
Take this one out.
Because it will not favor me.
Have they done it to you?
I mean, I'm
asking you. I'm also asking, I'm putting it to you.
What this?
Okay, return.
Yeah, so we leave it to our viewers.
Yes,
we leave it to our viewers then.
You understand? So there's always a way out.
Interesting.
There's always a way out. Well, you need to be serious if you want to.
I want to believe in the turnaround honorable mention that maybe, and you see, the speaker also probably, this might be, I'm saying maybe, this might be his legacy year.
Right.
Or legacy term, because maybe after 2028, maybe he might not be retained as speaker again. So he would want to put in a lot of measures so that when he leaves, Ghana will remember him as a speaker who did this and who did that, not for the wrong reasons.
Right.
So our eyes are like this. Remember, our former president did this to us. Our eyes are watching. Anyway, we'll leave it for now. Later, we'll talk about the political party financing as well. How much is pumped into it? People are already looking for money. People are looking for money. The contest is high. You look at even the constituency election level. Boy. Money where people they pump in constituency.
Branch first.
Okay, branch. No, branch usually sometimes they don't really. But this year I hear people spent a lot of money.
See, they were counting ballots. Somebody brought
Macho
to come and stand by the paper.
Branch elections.
Branch.
But that we beg people to come and stand and contest.
What?
I will.
I mean, it starts from there.
What?
No, but what we are saying is that branch branch is the least.
You don't like it because the least.
Yeah, it's the least.
From branch
to constituency. No, so I think ward.
So maybe you can become maybe a ward coordinator. When is the ward highest can become is a ward coordinator.
They also elect them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Then
constituency.
So it starts from there.
Anyway, we'll come back to that conversation in a jiffy. But let's celebrate some birthdays and then we can also do the WoezorTV report now.
Right. Let's take time to celebrate some birthdays this morning here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. If you're celebrating your birthday today, happy birthday to you, and we share with you your special day. Let's celebrate Dr. Samuel Sessa, this morning Executive Director of Eye Savers Ghana. Dr. Samuel Sessa, happy birthday to you, and from myself to you, I wish you a great year, an amazing year. Thank you for being that great big brother. Thank you for being one amazing fellow in my life here. I thank God so much for the day I met you and the day I part, because I really don't take my friendship with you for granted at all. And may this year be a great year for you, may be a blessed one for you, and may the Lord continue to lift you beyond your imagination. May He lift you beyond your dreams. In Jesus' name. Happy birthday to you, Dr. Samuel Sessa. And away from him, let's celebrate another amazing person today. Kojo Boateng, is your birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy your year, and may this year be a great year for you. Have a great one. Have an amazing year, Kojo Boateng. happy birthday to you. Away from Kojo, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. Ebenezer Owusu, happy birthday to you, Ebenezer. Enjoy your year, have a great one, and have an amazing one, of course, Ebenezer Owusu. Enjoy this new year. Away from Ebenezer, who are we celebrating again this morning? Kwabna Edu Boateng is your birthday today, popularly known as KB, and this is coming from Uncle Nee here at WoezorTV to you. Kwabna is at Gracefield School in Oyarefa. So Kwabna, have a great year, have an amazing year, have a blessed one, enjoy this new year. Away from Kwabna, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. Michael Gogo, it's your birthday today, so to our very own Michael Gogo here with the sports decks at WoezorTV. Enjoy your year, Michael, and may this year be a great year for you. Amazing year. We wish you the very best that life has got to offer, and may this year be a great year for you, an amazing year. May all your prayers become a reality, and may the Lord continue to bless you in all facets of your life, Michael. Happy birthday to you. Moving on from Michael, who are we celebrating again this morning? So, belated birthday going out to Christabel Annan. Enjoy your year. Have a great one. Have a beautiful one. From Selassie here at WoezorTV to you. He wishes you the very best that this year has got to offer. So, enjoy your year, Christabel Annan. That will be all for birthdays this morning here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Please do well to keep your wishes coming in to our WhatsApp number 055-269-7939. 055-269-7939. Let's share with you and your loved ones on your special day, 3 p.m. the day before your birthday, so we can work on it for you. We take a quick break. We'll be right back.
And there they are. The squad is ready, lined up, ice cold, focused and prepared for national duty. Every bottle in position, every label shining with confidence. And here comes the selection. One bottle steps forward, picked from the squad, ready to deliver for Ghana. He takes the first sip. Oh yes, refreshingly hydrating. The whistle goes. The Black Stars are on the move. He breaks through the defense like flowing water. Beautiful control. He lines it up. He strikes. Goal! Ghana is awake. From the fridge to the field, Awake keeps you refreshed. Awake purified drinking water. One for life. Proudly supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center. This advert is FDA approved.
Or we can be the generation that ends it for good.
Malaria must die, so millions can live.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
Time now for the WoezorTV report. Let's take a look at the headlines. Thanks so much for joining us. Now let's begin. President John Dramani Mahama is expected to cut the sword on Thursday, August 27, 2026 for the construction of a new multi-purpose car park and airport hotels complex at the Accra International Airport. This project will feature a 7-story car park with over 2,000 parking bays, 2 hotels, a shopping mall, offices and pedestrian lane to the terminal. It will also include a sky lounge, an observatory, and as part of efforts to expand and modernize facilities and improve services for travelers and visitors. And our Vice President, Professor Nana Jane Upokwajiman, has called for greater African ownership of the continent's development agenda and narratives. Speaking at the inaugural Africa Mindsets Research Forum in Kigali, Rwanda, she said Africa must move beyond implementing solutions designed elsewhere and build the institutions, expertise, and capacity needed to address its own challenges. The Vice President also urged the Africa School of Governance to prioritize research rooted in Africa's realities while calling for education systems that equip young people with the skills and confidence to shape the continent's future. She further stressed the need to tackle bureaucracy and institutional bottlenecks that continue to slow development and affect the lives of ordinary Africans.
If we are trapped in a place where decisions are made for us, where you are only carrying out decisions others have made, then definitely there's only so far you can go. If you've been part of that formulation of that decision, you will see where it should end. And then you will ask questions, why are we here? So, to answer your question directly, I think paying attention to capacity building is important. That was why I was very interested in the school. So we are not raising our youth the same way that has brought us here. So how are we raising them differently? How are we teaching differently? With what information in the, let's say, curriculum, for lack of a better word. How do we move from becoming a victim of this circumstance to an active, an agent of change? What will it take? Yes, it will take some courage, it will take some sacrifice, whatever, but you need to ensure that you are taking that decision. And you are not taking it because you alone think you are the only smart person to do it. No, you are taking it along with people who are going to work with you to realize that particular conclusion. So I think that capacity building is going to be very, very important, and building the capacity differently from how we have inherited it. Otherwise, we'll keep asking the question, why are we here? Why are we here? Good question, where should we be? And what will it take?
And away from Kigali, the Ghana Maritime Authority has hosted a one-week International Maritime Organization workshop aimed at strengthening the skills of examiners responsible for assessing and certifying seafarers. The training brought together participants from Ghana, Cape Verde, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Mozambique, with a focus on aligning certification practices with international standards.
Authority has opened a one-week regional training program to strengthen the capacity of examiners responsible for assessing and certifying seafarers. The International Maritime Organization Model Course IMO 3.12 workshop brought together participants from Ghana, Cape Verde, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Mozambique. The training is aimed at ensuring seafarer certification remains aligned with international standards, particularly as the maritime industry adopts new technologies and cleaner fuels.
The objective of this workshop is therefore to enhance capacities in the assessment, examination, and certification of seafarers, while providing an opportunity to exchange experiences, review current practices, and improve certification systems in line with international standards.
The Ghana Maritime Authority says the quality of assessment is critical to ensuring seafarers are competent and able to meet the demands of the global shipping industry. It also sees the sector as a major employment opportunity for Africa's growing youth population, with global demand for qualified seafarers expected to increase.
If you look at it globally now, just this year alone, the world is supposed to add about 90,000 new officers on vessels. It is estimated that by year 2050, the world needs to add about 1.9 million additional seafarers. Africa is the place that you would find a youthful population that are ready, that are committed and eager to work. And so for us now, it is important that as the world is looking to Africa to be a supply nation for seafarers, we begin to do the plumbing that is necessary to make this happen.
The IMO says the workshop will also help participating countries update their assessment and certification practices to reflect emerging technologies and environmental requirements. The training is expected to strengthen certification systems and contribute to safer and more sustainable shipping across the region. For WoezorTV.
And moving on, the National Youth Authority has organized a National Youth Parliament mock sitting in Accra to promote youth participation in governance and deepen understanding of parliamentary democracy. The exercise, held as part of the 2026 National Youth Month, focused on the Open Parliament initiative, which seeks to improve public access to parliamentary proceedings. There's more in the film report.
Mock sitting in Accra to promote youth participation in governance and deepen young people's understanding of parliamentary democracy. The sitting formed part of activities marking the 2026 National Youth Month, which seeks to create platforms for young people to share their views on governance and national development. The young parliamentarians debated an Open Parliament initiative, which seeks to improve public access to parliamentary proceedings through the mass media. Both sides of the House supported the motion, arguing that greater openness in Parliament would promote transparency accountability, and citizen participation. Opening the session, Chief Executive Officer of the National Youth Authority, Osman Abdullahi Ayariga, urged participants to make good use of the first ever National Youth Parliament and use the platform to develop their leadership and democratic skills.
Participation in national development is not something institutions should treat as an afterthought. Act 939 places a clear responsibility on the National Youth Authority to develop young people's capacity to participate meaningfully in decision making.
Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment, George Parado, also called on the youth to move out of their comfort zones and challenge the status quo, stressing that success requires perseverance and determination.
I therefore urge you to work harder, take up the challenge of becoming responsible leaders, and make sure
And now the Accra Metropolitan Assembly is preparing for the full enforcement of new safety directives for tricycles operating within the metropolis by the end of August. Under the directive, all tricycles are required to display valid DVLA stickers, while riders must wear reflective jackets to make them easily identifiable. Riders are also required to wear helmets at all times and are prohibited from using inner lanes. The initiative is aimed at promoting road safety and protecting pedestrians, passengers, and other road users. The DVLA stickers are expected to be placed on both sides and at the rear of the tricycles. Greater Accra Regional Manager of the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority, Justice Kujo, assured the riders that the DVLA will supervise the implementation and ensure smooth service delivery under the new directive.
And have a discussion with me that what can DVLA and the Greater Accra Municipal Assembly do to curb the increasing rate of accident which is caused by this tricycle and motorbike on the road. Reference to what happened last week at our Fanko accident that took a lot of individual citizens. So we agreed that we are going to demonstrate to the public and that the owners of this motorbike, tricycle and its kinds that for safety purposes or be able to identify you, especially when you are moving in the night, we need to fix these reflective substances on the motorbike. Now, when we do these things, it will help in curbing the increasing rates. The next one I also want to say is that these Pragias and Abuboya are not supposed to be in the middle lane when they are applying on the road. The road, if it's 2 lane, we have a speed lane, which is the inner lane and outer lane. Unfortunately, you see these tricycles loaded with goods or rubbish or garbages, and then they are using the inner lane, which causes a lot of traffic. So what we have decided to do is that we are collaborating. We'll do public education. The mayor has given a deadline of ending of this month, but we still have to do more education like what we are doing now to make sure that every owner of tricycle comply.
And Accra Mayor Michael Pakwaluti expressed optimism that the initiative will help instill discipline among road users and improve safety across the metropolis.
At only one place. We are not only doing it in Accra Metro, or we are doing it in Koleklote. We are doing all the 29 MMDCs. Anywhere you go, you can have a reflector there, you can have a helmet there. And DVLA has a lot of places, stations. With the help of my brother Logas, now DVLA is everywhere. So any DVLA you walk in and to register. Now it's not only even when if you have a new tricycle, before you register, they have to make sure you have all these reflectors on it before they register for you. And it's going to help because it's going to save lives. And not only that, you are going to we'll make sure you wear jackets, we'll make sure you wear a helmet before you drive in.
And now away from Accra, residents of Heve, a suburb of Ho, now have renewed hope of accessing safe and reliable drinking water following the commissioning of a fully mechanized borehole with a 5,000-litre overhead storage tank by medical doctor and philanthropist Dr. Robert Doe with support from One Africa Market. The intervention comes at a time when residents in the whole municipality continue to grapple with intermittent water supply due to the water rationing exercise by the Water Ghana Company Limited. There's more in the following report.
Is expected to ease the burden on hundreds of households who have had to endure long hours searching for water for their daily needs. Addressing the media after handing over the project, Dr. Robert Doe said the Heve community has played a significant role in shaping his life and success. He noted that the borehole project is to significantly improve access to potable water and enhance the living condition of residents.
We all know the challenges we face in water supply. Sometimes there are homes that don't see water from Ghana Water for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And this is the community that nurtured me. And when the need came, I decided to take it upon myself to lobby for support from anywhere that we can. And thankfully, One African Market came to the rescue. This is going to help a school kid go to school early enough so that he can study. This is going to help a mother do her house chores early enough so that she can have time to take care of other needs in the house.
The youth chief of Heve, Sohefia Sefaji Kwame Agam, while expressing appreciation to Dr. Doe and his partners, he appealed to other philanthropists and corporate organizations to support the community with more boreholes.
I think this facility will help us a lot. But looking at the size of the community, and then the erratic flow of Ghana Water in the community, we'll need more. We'll need more because Heve is large.
Beyond providing clean water, Dr. Robert Doe extended his support to skilled artisans in the community by donating working tools to 34 beneficiaries, including carpenters, hairdressers, seamstresses, barbers, and tailors. He explained that empowering artisans with the right equipment would enhance their productivity, improve the quality of their services, and create sustainable livelihood for themselves and their families.
You know, these tools, I want the people to see it not as gifts, but this should be an addition to their enterprise.
And now the victims of the 2023 Akosombo and Kpong Dam spillage will soon receive compensation as the Volta Region Minister James Gunu serves an assurance that the government is at an advanced stage in the process. The compensation is expected to benefit thousands of affected residents whose homes, livelihoods and businesses were destroyed by the disaster.
Compensation to victims of the Akosombo and Kpong Dam spillage, which very soon payment will start. We have written to the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition, and they will be working on the processes to ensure that the victims are duly paid.
Mr. Gunu further stated that a new electricity substation is planned for Adaklu to improve power supply in Ho and surrounding communities. The project being pursued by Gridco and ECG is expected to improve the stability and reliability of electricity in the regional capital.
We also aware of the power challenges in the region, which we are going to solve. The Greco and ECG officials were with me some few weeks ago, and we've been informed that a substation for Greco will be established at Adaklu to take hold of the Asiekpe network or grid, so that Ho will be independent of its own, because the way Ho is expanding and we have industries coming, we believe that this particular initiative by the energy ministry, the Energy and Green Transition Ministry, will resolve the power challenges in the region.
And still in the Volta region, the Hohoe Municipal Assembly, supported by Member of Parliament for the area, Thomas Wolanyo Chekbo, has commissioned a newly constructed inclusive model basic and kindergarten school at Bibla to improve access to quality education. The Assembly also used the occasion to cut sword for the expansion of the Gbikweta Health Center as part of efforts to strengthen healthcare delivery in the municipality.
Bimbla traveled several kilometers to Hohoe Township in search of basic education. That challenge is now set to change following the inauguration of a 3-unit classroom block and a multi-purpose kindergarten facility. The inclusive school has been handed over to the Hohoe Municipal Education Directorate to provide a safe and accessible learning environment for children in the community. The Hohoe Municipal Director of Education, Victor Kweku Kove, described the facility as a major boost to teaching and learning in the area.
Currently, the enrollment in the town schools are very huge in such a way that we have to add teachers to help in teaching in the classroom. Now that this structure is built here, many people from this community, all the learners, the young ones who are not even able to walk to the long distance to reach education or get to the schools, they are coming here.
Meanwhile, Hohoe MP Thomas Chekbo has cut sword for the construction of additional facilities at the Gbikweta Health Center. The expansion is expected to increase the center's capacity and improve access to healthcare for residents of Gbikweta and neighboring communities.
While we are looking at education, we're taking seriously the health of our people. So we have decided to look at the health infrastructure in the country. And if I'm taking over as MP, I realize that we are nowhere near any uncertainty in the region. Our health centers are poor in the infrastructure. I will promise the people of Hohoe that we will improve the infrastructure. That's when they give us a no. Quetta, for instance, they have just 1 or 2 facilities. So we are adding this particular one to upgrade it to a health center.
Randy Ahaji, WoezorTV.
And now away from the Volta region, MPP National Chairmanship hopeful Bernard Boisiako, popularly known as Chairman Wuntumi, has withdrawn from the party's upcoming national elections. In a statement dated 24th August 2026, Mr. Boisiako announced his decision after consultations with his family, legal team, party elders, campaign team and supporters, saying it was necessary to prevent his personal circumstances from distracting the party's rebuilding efforts. His withdrawal comes days after this campaign team picked nomination forms on his behalf. He is currently serving a 20-year prison sentence over illegal mining-related charges, which his legal team is challenging. Time now for some international news. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ordered for a manhunt for armed kidnappers who launched deadly attacks in 4 villages in a remote part of Niger State last Friday. Local residents says the media told the media several mosques were simultaneously targeted during prayers. A local youth leader says as many as 500 people may have been abducted, though this has not been verified. The president's orders came after the kidnappers posted a video on social media of what they said were those abducted last week sitting in a forest. The authorities had previously suspected the attackers were bandits, criminal gangs involved in kidnapping and looting for ransom across parts of Nigeria. No ransom demands have been reported yet. Now this brings us to the end of the WoezorTV report. Many thanks for staying with us. I'm Karen, now you're Kwoti.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
If you're watching this with your friends, you'll probably make a joke. Because you know what you feel on the inside isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy,
find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why, or have thoughts about hurting yourself,
find someone you trust and tell them.
You are never alone when you share. Seriously, people care about you.
It's okay to not understand what you're feeling.
And it's easy to think that you're all alone.
But you don't have to be.
You're never alone when you share.
Don't be ashamed to tell someone you trust what you're feeling.
You're not alone.
You are not alone. Find someone you trust and tell them.
Tell a parent.
Tell a teacher. Tell a brother or sister.
Or just tell a friend.
You haven't done anything wrong.
Talk to someone.
Talk to someone.
It's how things get better.
Welcome back for sports update on the Breakfast Cafe. My name is Godfred Amwafo. Let's start from the camp of the Black Princesses, because yesterday they defeated Silesia Roscoe 4-0 in their first international friendly in Poland. Now, the team dominated from the blast of the whistle, which yielded results in the 31st minute when Jacqueline Incho slotted home the opener. The Princesses controlled possession and created several goal-scoring opportunities but failed to convert. As the first half ended 1-0, after the recess, Priscilla Mensah scored from Ruth Amponsa pass to double the lead. Now, Ruth Amponsa found the back of the net a few minutes after providing the assist to extend the lead in the 70th minute. Dana Mwakon scored from long range to take the tally to 4. The team displayed defensive discipline and remained resolute to the end of the game, giving them that 4-0 victory. The Black Princesses will play another friendly match before officially kickstarting their World Cup campaign against Ecuador on September 6th. So kudos to the team. They are putting themselves in shape for the Under-20 World Cup. Now let's talk about the CAF Confederations Cup, because Zambian referee Chanshi Kasongo has been appointed by Confederation of African Football, which is CAF, to officiate the second leg preliminary round encounter between Ghanaian side Nations FC and Mali's FC's Diarra in the 2026-27 CAF Confederations Cup. Now, Kasongo has been named the center referee for the decisive fixture, which is scheduled to take place on Sunday, September 13, 2026 at the Accra Sports Stadium. He will be assisted by compatriots Teruel Iranda and Alec Njombu, who will serve as the assistant referees, while fellow Zambian Hilary Hambamba has been appointed as the fourth official. So those are the officiating officials on your screen. Now, the remaining members of the CAF
appointed match officials are Nigerian Mohamed Sanusi, who will serve as the match commissioner, and Senegalese Ibrahim Birama Niang, who has been designated as the referee assessor. The Ghanaian side will travel to Bamako, Mali for the first leg on Saturday, September 5, where they will face FC Diarra before returning home for the decisive second leg 1 week later. We wish them the very best of luck. They should make Ghana proud of them, because probably this is their first time Nations FC competing in the Confederations Cup, so a lot of expectations will be coming in from Ghanaians. But then FIFA referee Julian Nunu has been also appointed by CAF to officiate the 2026-27 CAF Confederation Cup preliminary first leg encounter between Togo's ASCO Dikara and Niger's AS Zam, scheduled for September 13. Now, at the state the Kagu in Lome, Nunu has been named the center referee for that continental fixture and will be supported by fellow Ghanaians Roland Nidodu, Adi, and Theophilus Berenga Kugri, who have been appointed as the assistant referee. Ivorian Patrick Tange Gian Felipe has been appointed as the fourth official, while Antonio Osono of Equatorial Guinea will serve as the match commissioner. Meanwhile, Nigerian Aminu Shantili Shaibu has been designated as the referee assessor, completing the CAF appointments for the match day. So congratulations to the Ghanaian side as well. It means that we are doing something well in our country. We're going to see our officials also officiating the Confederations Cup. But let's talk about the Democracy Cup, because the trophy has made a stop at the National Police Headquarters and the National Commission for Civic Education, that's the NCC, has organized a step-up preparations for Friday's clash between Asante Kotoko and Accra House of Folk in Kumasi. The trophy tour forms part of the Parliament's stakeholder engagement ahead of the third edition of the Democracy Cup. The delegation, led by the clerk to Parliament, Ebenezer Ahuma Jitro, they presented the trophy to Inspector General of Police Christian Tete Yohonu and the police command, while extending an invitation to the event. Tete Yohonu assured Parliament of Ghana Police Service for participation and commitment to providing security for their festivities. Of course, we expect to see heavy security at the venue to ensure that fans that are coming to support their various teams, this clash is going to be huge. Anytime these two teams meet, the expectation is so high, and so the fans will be trooping in at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. You've missed Ghana Premier League, of course. You want to see these two teams in action. Both sides have been speaking. You shouldn't forget that they're all coming into this game with new coach. So probably, and the Kotoko having signed about 10 players, also folk about 18 players. You're going to see how they will gel together for this encounter. And so that is the appetizer for us coming in for the Democracy Cup. Now let's go to England, because yesterday the Professional Footballers Association's awards came off, and Manchester United's captain Bruno Fernandes and Manchester City forward, who for the female side, which is Khadija Shaw, actually have won the Professional Footballers Association Men's and Women's Player of the Year awards. Both were previously named the Football Writers Association Men's and Women's Footballers of the Year for the 2025-2026 season. Fernandes, who last season broke the record for the most assists in a single Premier League campaign with 21, is the first United player to win the award since when running in 2010. It is a second win in 3 seasons for Shaw, who is the female side, who secured her third consecutive Women's Super League, the WSL Golden Boot, with 21 goals as Man City were crowned champions. Now Shaw scored 21 in 22 appearances in that competition last season. Now, the Jamaican international registered hat-trick against Aston Villa, 4 goals, and Tottenham, and scored twice against West Ham on the final day of the season to become the first player to score 20 or more goals in 3 different WSL seasons. So when it comes to the female side, she's also doing well. But let's talk about other standout performance. So City defender Nico O'Reilly succeed Morgan Rogers as Men's Young Player of the Year, with the versatile 21-year-old cementing his place in the starting 11. He contributed 8 goals involvement and 9 clean sheets in 34 league outstandings for Manchester City, scoring twice, and was named player of the match as City beat Arsenal in the League Cup final. Remember, now Arsenal's Olivia Smith retained her crown as the Women's Young Player of the Year, becoming only the 2nd player after England international Lauren Hemp to win the award on multiple occasions. The Canada international 22 scored 10 goals in all competitions after joining the Gunners for about €1 million last summer from Liverpool. She wasn't coming in with a high price, but she's delivering. Now let's look at the Premier League team of the year, and still at the PFA awards, so you can have the video displayed because we're going to have talk about that. Now, as voted for by the players, was dominated by champions Arsenal and runners-up Man City. Arsenal only conceded 27 goals last season. That impressive record reflected in the selections of goalkeeper Raya, and then defenders Gabriel, William, Saliba, and Julian Timber named alongside midfielder Declan Rice. Man City have 4, which is O'Reilly, Cherki, Haaland, and Antoine Semenyo. So our Ghanaian own Semenyo was in the team, with Man United Fernandes and team of the year debutant Igor Thiago. And so this is the best 11 for the season last season. When it comes to the women's side, we have players from Chelsea, Man City, Tottenham, and all that making the squad in there. So if your team did not make an appearance or did not have any player in there, sorry for you. But Man U, Fernandes is there, Antoine Semenyo of Man City is also there. And the list goes on and on. Chelsea had a rep. Arsenal dominated. And I mean, there's no surprise in there because they won the league. They were also in the finals of the Champions League and all that. So stand-up performance from the Arsenal boys, the Gunners. We want to see more this season. So around for sports, I am Godfred Amwafo. Entertainment is happiness this day.
Or we can be the generation that ends it for good.
Malaria must die, so millions can live.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
Gentlemen, I've got some bad news and some good news. Okay, the bad news is that your chances of getting prostate cancer are now just 7 to 1. In fact, prostate cancer is killing one man every single hour of the day in this country. Imagine that, one every hour of the day. But the good news is, we're forming a team to stop that clock. Men United. It's time men united together to fight prostate cancer, the way women have united against breast cancer. We need to get together and find a cure, as well as better ways to care for the 250,000 prostate cancer sufferers out there. Please, get on side and join us in the fight. Men United versus prostate cancer. We can win this.
Okay, next one. Sit down. Look to camera.
This is what it looks like to be exceptional, to stand out from the crowd, to make history. But what if women didn't have to be exceptional? What if they didn't have to be the first, the best, or the only woman? What if being a female engineer wasn't remarkable? What if women and men could compete as equals? I don't want to make history. I don't want to be the only woman. I want to be one of many.
Welcome back to the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Good morning to you. I am Evergreen Asanto and this is the entertainment update. Let's look at some headlines in the world of entertainment. And Sarkodie announces Rapperholic 2026 in Kumasi. Ghanaian artists often lose money on international concerts. Medical. Black Sharif, Kiddy, Kim Promise, Stonebwoy, and Molly Ann Headies nominations. Kiddy unveils 15-track Where Do We Go From Here album. Creative Art Agency outlines plans for 20 million fund. Now to the details. Ghanaian rap star Sarkodie is taking his flagship Rapperholic concert back to Kumasi. The 2026 edition is scheduled for October 24, following the massive reception to last year's Rapperholic, the homecoming at the Babayara Sports Stadium. Sarkodie has been teasing the return in recent days, telling fans to expect the concert soon and signaling that he is taking the show back to where the royalty belongs. The announcement comes after his successful Rapperholic concert at London's Royal Albert Hall, with plans already announced to move the UK edition to the 20,000 capacity O2 Arena in 2027.
The beginning. Tell them that we are coming. It's only the beginning.
So yes, the SAC natives, where are you? Because Rapperholic is definitely coming back on October 24 in Kumasi. So I hope that you are ready to have some good fun and enjoy some good music as well. Congratulations to Sarkodie on this one. This year we had Rapperholic in London, and I'm so excited for my American brothers and sisters, because why not? Probably, you know, if God permits myself, I'll find myself in in Kumasi, you know, on the day, let me also go and enjoy some rapaholic breeze, energy, good music, and some great performances also on the D-Day. So I hope that you're saving to buy a ticket, and I hope that you're gathering all your friends, your family members, your loved ones, so that they can also enjoy rapaholic. Okay, and I love the fact that even those of us in Accra, we still find time and then make ourselves available to go to Kumasi, because last year we did it. We went there, we went to enjoy ourselves. And then this year, we are definitely moving our buses and our cars from Accra all the way to Kumasi so that we can enjoy the Kumasi edition too as well. I am personally excited, and I hope that you're also excited and happy to see Rapaholic back in Kumasi, and definitely going to be better than that of the previous edition, that I can assure you. So make sure that you make yourself available so they can have some good fun. Now let's talk about medical, and the Ghanaian rapper has opened about financial challenges that artists face when organizing concerts outside Ghana. Now, according to him, many Ghanaian artists spend huge amounts of money staging international shows, but often do not earn profit from them. Medical said such concerts are largely about putting Ghanaian music on the global map and earning bragging rights. He also revealed that he personally made a loss after staging his concert at the O2 Indigo in London 2 years ago. Now, despite attracting a large audience, Medical therefore urged fans to appreciate the effort and financial commitment behind international concerts staged by artists such as himself, Shatawale, and Stonebwoy. And that I know that it is fact, because trust me, this event goes beyond the normal figures or numbers that you see people use to organize events right here in Ghana. Because I mean, the name international is there for a reason, because we are talking about different audience, we are talking about different venues, we are talking about different numbers, and you have to make it happen, because I mean, you're doing it for the motherland. And that is some conversations that are, you know, ongoing, as when Medical opened up on a TikTok live, and then it's just had to spark some good debate here and there. The fans are questioning, is that really the reality? And Medical is saying that yes. So believe people when they say that they sell their cars, they sell their houses, they sell their properties just to make you have fun, like make you enjoy. That is the reality of, you know, these stories. But we are praying that in some years to come, there are going to be some good international events out there that are going to, you know, earn some good returns for these amazing Ghanaian musicians. But let's talk about Kidi, Black Sharif, Kim Promise, and these Ghanaian musicians, including, let me give you the good names or the right names. So we're talking about 5 great musicians here in Ghana: Black Sharif, Kidi, Kim Promise, Stonebwoy, and Molly, and they have secured nominations at the 18th edition of Headies Awards. Now, the 5 artists will compete in the Best West African Artist category alongside Ivorian rapper Himra and also Senegalese singer Walibi. And their nominations highlight the growing presence of Ghanaian artists on the continent and music scene. Now, the 18th Headies Awards will take place in Toronto, Canada on October 25 under the theme Africa to the World, and this was previously called the Hip Hop Awards in Nigeria. And we have some Ghanaian artists also on there this year, repping and representing the motherland with their future. So congratulations going out to some of our amazing Ghanaian artists who have gotten this nomination in the 18th edition of the Headies Awards. So these are some of the things I always say that we do love to see. And I love the fact that people are also celebrating them on social media. I mean, some of them will tell you that they are not for the awards, but it also shows that they're doing some good work also out there, and their music are definitely crossing borders. So congratulations going out to all of you. We are wishing you the very best. So come October 25, we hope that one, if not all, will at least win this category and will come back home to celebrate. Now let's talk about where do we go from here. Where do we actually go from here? And Kitty has a question for you and I. So he has unveiled the track list for his highly anticipated third studio album. Where do we go from here? Now the 15-track project is scheduled for release on August 27 and features collaborations with some of the leading Ghanaian artists or contemporary artists, and the album includes Sarkodie on IDK, Lastmade on Signature, Ara the J on Lonely, and Kwesi Arthur on Crucified. Other tracks on the project include Crazy World, Special Lovin', See Through, Agreement, Headache, Lord Knows. Then we have Babylon, Too Much Sugar, Red Dress, Confession, and Dreams. The album marks Kiddy's return with his third studio project as anticipation continues to build ahead of its release. So congratulations going out to Kiddy also on this album. We have all been greatly anticipating for the release of this album for a very long time. Kiddy started teasing this album somewhere last year, and we have just been waiting patiently. Let me add patiently, because some of us we've been very patient with you, Kiddy. And for that girl that you're teasing with, I mean, so Kiddy posted a picture of himself and a beautiful young lady. And you know, everybody's wondering, like, am I supposed to be jealous? My friends are going to laugh at me. Those were some of the things in the comment section, but it's just nice to see the fuss about that particular picture that I am talking about. But hey, let's shift our attention from there. Let's talk about this great album. Look at the collaborations on there, very solid. And I also love the fact that he did a lot of the collaborations from, you know, these amazing artists right here in Ghana. He had to say, oh, my brother, like, come on, let me put you on, let's do this. And then I love the fact that everybody also agreed to come on board. So we are waiting to enjoy this 15 good songs. Some of them we've already had the opportunity to listen to. I mean, Signature is already out there featuring Lastmade, and I know you know the song, you don't want me to sing it, so just wait for August 27 and then we get to enjoy Kiddy in his glory. Now let's talk about the Creative Arts Agency, and it has outlined plans for the disbursement of the 20 million seed fund announced by President John Dramani Mahama to support Ghana's creative industry. Executive Secretary of the Creative Arts Agency, Gideon Ayikwe, said the fund will be distributed through grant, soft loans, and loans depending on the circumstances of applicants. He also disclosed that creatives and creative enterprises may be required to register with the agency to access the fund. The agency is also working on an insurance scheme for creatives, while plans are underway to provide affordable housing for retired creatives. The details were announced at the Creative Art Forum at the National Theatre yesterday, which brought together industry stakeholders to discuss the future and development of Ghana's creative sector. And yesterday I found myself among these amazing personalities, industry players, and of course the Minister for Tourism, Creative Art, and also Culture also on there, Honorable Ablajifa Gomashi, and also a lot of other great people. And I love the ideas that came on board. I love the questions that were being asked, and also some answers were quite promising. So we are just hoping that they'll come together, and then we'll see some good things happening in our creative sector. And one thing that stood out for me is the affordable housing, because I mean, in as much as they were also talking about the fact that you need to secure insurance for yourself as a person while you're on the job, I mean, I appreciate the fact that you're also trying to, you know, work around it and help our retired creatives also on there. But it says that the housing is not like they're dashing it to you, so please take note of that. And it doesn't even belong to the family. They only go there, live in the house, and then when the Almighty God calls them, the next person will go in there to occupy the space. So please, you take note of that. But one of these days, we'll have like a broader conversation on some of the things that were said at the Creative Arts Forum yesterday. So that will be all for today's entertainment update here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. I am Evergreen Asantwa. Thank you for watching. Today is Wednesday at 2 o'clock p.m. I want to see you tune in to Tune Talk so that you and I can talk the tune and live the vibe. Today, I'll be sitting down with a host herself. Yes, she's usually the one asking the questions, but today I get the opportunity to also ask her some questions on Tune Talk. So do well to join me. Enjoy the rest of our programs. I'll see you at 2 p.m.
All right, so welcome back. Thank you so much for still staying with us right here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. A few minutes more for us to wrap up today's edition, but a big thanks to Asantua for bringing us the spicy, juicy updates from the world of entertainment. Godfred also brought us sports earlier. But guys, before we even go, let's talk about the CDD's report. Just briefly on that before we go. Godfred, so how much do I need? Because I know people have ambition. Now has an ambition. So we know our brother is contesting anyway. Yes, our brother is contesting. Please, delegates, vote for him. Vote for Karim Ewura Adams when the time comes. Yeah, but what exactly does the detail say?
Ewura is not contesting as a member of parliament.
Yes.
So maybe the amount, the expenses might not be as high as a parliamentarian or well, those in politics are saying that
it's even more.
Yeah, because
I was with him. I was with him not yesterday, I think last Friday. We did a few rounds and it's not an easy thing.
It's not an easy thing.
Somebody called asking for school fees. Yes, just few minutes after, another person called on rent issues. You know, so I asked him in a day, how many people do you get calling asking for this? Exactly.
Yeah.
Somebody has gotten funeral. Somebody has gotten broken heart. Or they will call you.
Is it Sabiru or Shabiru? Is a member of Kabiru.
Yeah, Dr. Baumia's person. Yeah.
If you look at the amount he quoted that he spends on 30,000 every month.
Yeah.
On funerals.
Cedis or dollars?
Cedis.
That's even in the lowest. Oh, it's low.
Yes, 30,000 cedis.
Oh, it's low. I've forgotten his constituency, but he's low. That's low. In my let me say this. This matter is a serious issue happening in my constituency because money is coming from somewhere and the people are unable to give account for it. So the funeral thing is an excuse that they are using to cover up for all of this. And the quote they are giving us is beyond the 30K that you are saying. So it's even in the in the lowest. Yes, you have to attend.
We have 4 weeks in a month. And funerals are being, conducted in every weekend. So you are probably going for 4 funerals in a month.
More than that, because in our area, I don't know if your side they do it, but these days what we usually do with funerals is that because there are lots, we dedicate days. No, you know, so there are days. So let's say first week in every month, first weekend in every month. Everybody who has a family, somebody to bury, will do that funeral or the end of the month. So the MP has the opportunity to attend at least almost all, depending on So if it is 10 funerals, he will go to all the 10.
So imagine giving 1,000.
That's what I'm saying. The 30K is even on the low. Because 30K in a month there is small.
He was giving an estimate. Okay. And I want to use has come out to
that's
say
fair.
It, so probably we can based on arguments. That's how much he is spending monthly. And so you ask yourself, how much do you receive as a member of parliament?
Yeah. As salary.
Then the next election comes in and you are estimated to spend about 4 million Ghana cedis. That's the 2020 data that is out already. 4 million Ghana cedis to become an MP for 4 years. If you want to go for more, you spend another 4 million or more. So how much do you make as an MP? What is your salary? What are other allowances and all that? If we are to genuinely sum them up, the entire 4 years, even if you are taking like 50,000 a month, 4 million Ghana cedis, can it make the gap?
No.
Now, if you want to be president in 2020, you had to have 579 million Ghana cedis.
579 million Ghana cedis.
And these figures will go up.
You know what? I am getting confused because how I wish we quote it in the old cedis so that
would be who have
1 million Ghana cedis in the old currency is 10 billion.
Yeah.
1 million cedis today.
Yeah.
In the
10 billion.
Is 10 billion. It
means so that's like trillion.
And you are paying 5 million Ghana cedis. That's about 50 billion.
Old series.
Old
series. Charlie, you like this guy in this thing, they affect me these days.
Seriously.
The RNL is.
Detach yourself from him.
I rebuke it.
In Jesus' name.
Okay, see this.
So
that's a lot of money.
Yes. But I am asking for what exactly So, Godfrey, you finished with the breakdown. I think we'll have an extensive conversation on this later, though.
Yeah, because we have some few minutes to go. But then these are figures back then about 2020 to 6 years ago, right? Now we are looking at the future. Then you start with the MPP because they have started their
internal elections,
and so the last the flag bearership and all that we saw, the 31st January the elections that we saw, they were made to pay an application fee of 100,000 cedis. Then a filing fee of 500,000 cedis.
So that's 600,000.
Application plus filing be 600,000.
600,000 to become what?
Flag bearer. Candidates
to just contest.
Yeah, and you know, this man, Engineer Kwame Japan, really was against this. He spoke about it, but alas, he was.
You know the argument they put up. They say that to be a leader and to be a president, it means that you are commanding over millions of people.
Right.
So you should be able to mobilize the funds, and I hear that a lot. Most of the times when you question that, this person says I can't raise that money. You say, but if you are a leader, you want to lead 3 million people. Of course, those 3 million people should be able to support your candidature. Right. And I think in 2024, we saw similar thing. The forms that President Mahama got, I think it was funded by, I stand to be corrected though, it was funded by some people, like people voluntarily contributed to buy.
So this is one of the things that CDD is proposing, that we should have an end to it. We should be able to declare who is funding
who and for what.
Yeah,
these are the two questions. Who is funding and for what? Who is behind it? So they are proposing a new bill, and the new bill, if being accepted, will cap even sole sourcing of your own self.
Okay.
So if you are even funding yourself as to become an MP, the level you can go beyond.
So they are capping the amount.
Yes. So, because it's becoming, we are monetizing the politics.
Yeah.
If you don't have money, you stay out of it. So the rich will just get it. So they are buying the power. And the funny thing is, when they come into power, even if they borrow, they will have to pay back.
Recoup.
So how are they going to recoup it? Because we know specifically this is the amount of money you have to be paid as an MP. You have to be paid as a president. These are other monies that will come into your coffers and all that. Even if you add up and you are going to use that to pay for that the money you use for your campaign and everything. And him found out and that is what is breeding the
corruption.
But again, Governor, let me not cut you, but I want to take our minds back to the period of vetting, when they started vetting the ministers. I think, if my mind serves me right, it was the roads minister who was asked what he does apart from politics, or an advice he would give to any young politician, and he said that you should have other streams of income aside politics. And then he stated an example of he going into his constituency with a set amount of money, and it gets finished, and he just opposes it with the salary he receives as member of parliament, and they are nowhere close. And so as a young person, if you want to venture into politics, you need to get some extra streams of income. Again, when we want to talk about what you said earlier, that it's fine, the politician invested X amount of money and would even want to use his or her salary to recoup that amount he or she has invested into the campaigns. Mind you, people come. So from your office in your constituency to your office in parliament to your phone, it doesn't rest. People come with all manner of requests. And sometimes you have to help the people.
Now,
so
unfortunately,
where are you going to get money to put in to help all those people? Even if you say you are going to set out to salary, what money are you going to use to help?
Because you are using the same money to settle other.
It's a serious concern. Ask yourself, and this is the final one before. Ask yourself, go and check. There are over 200 MPs in there.
Yeah.
What work do they do? What work were they doing even before they got into parliament? What's their profession aside politics? Question for the gods. We are out of time. We'll leave this conversation. Like I mentioned, we'll have an extensive view on it as well. Why, if indeed what CDD is proposing can be valid.